I left the house in order to feed my most beloved parrot. This is the best bird. Ho-ho!
The moment JJ went home, Mikey the parrot flew in to pick up the food and take it for himself.
Huh? What's going on here anyway? I don't understand why a parrot came here and attacked my bird. I'm going to shoot an arrow so that she never comes here again. Make sure your bird stays in its tree and doesn't fly here.
Huh? It's all your parrot's fault because he took the food from mine. If you really wanted to shoot my bird, then I'll get back at you for it. I declare war on Mikey and his parrot. Uh-oh.
I'll see you again.
I'm going to take the parrot to my house for now because it will be much safer here. I don't want him to get hurt. Let him sit in the hall. And I have a very cool idea. But first you need to see what's going on outside. I'm going up to the second floor because I have big windows there. I'll be able to see everything very carefully. I can't believe my eyes. Mikey is building a protective bird cage. Huh? I'll do the same, so now I'm running outside and starting construction near the tree. The cage in which the parrot lived is definitely not suitable. They steal food from him and threaten him with weapons. I don't want all this to happen again, so now I've taken all the necessary blocks for construction. Now with the help of an axe, it is necessary to remove the trunk of a tree because I don't like it very much. I want to put in its place as many resources as possible that completely surround the cage. It will become big and reliable for my parrot. I need to make a protective parrot house. There's not a lot of time right now, so I'm trying to distribute all the work correctly so that there won't be any unnecessary problems, because of which I'll just slow myself down. So now I'm starting to lay out the bottom of the cage in order. Every parrot will want to live inside it. Birds can fly! They have very good hearing and eyesight. Therefore, now we need to make the cage as thoughtful as possible because the birds can just take off and fly away. But I'm more worried about something else. The fact that Mikey's birds come here every day and pick up the food. To do this, I am now trying to make a protective house for the bird and building the best cage. Everything will definitely work out, so I use the best materials. I use white and red blocks, so the cage will become much more beautiful. Great! I've already completed the construction. Now I need to keep putting the blocks in order because I'm already finishing. Soon my favorite parrot will fly into this beautiful birdhouse. This is his cage in which no one will take his food. I'm really interested in what Mikey is doing right now. I got a very beautiful cage. But there are a lot of nuances that must be eliminated. That's why I'm going to run around in circles and look behind every wall, because I don't want the parrot to live in very bad conditions. The most important thing is to take care of your pets, and then they will be happy. Mikey is very distracted with his work right now, and in the meantime, I'll finish this part of the roof. I want to quickly understand how effective I am at making the most beautiful cage in our village. No parrot has ever lived in such a room, and mine will be the very first. I really like what happened. It's amazing. The house is very big now, but you definitely need to hang a toy on top. I specially made a canopy on the roof. Now we need to go up there and put everything up. The parrot will be very pleased, and he will want to come home every time. I think the job has been done superbly. And now we need to run home as fast as possible. I want to take new resources in order to better equip the cage inside, and I hope that I will still be able to do it. I'll take hay from the chest on the second floor to put it on the floor in the cage. But I got a really cool idea.
Oh, consists entirely of rods and is covered with a roof on top. Everything is ready.
I want to prank Mikey. It will definitely be soon, but for now, I need to finish the work inside the birdhouse. After that, I can arrange a prank on Mikey, but for now, I have a lot of work to do. I can't take my mind off her. It is very important for me that the parrot lives in good conditions. The cage that my neighbor built can be described as terrible. She looks very bad and small from the outside. His parrot will not be comfortable. While I'm putting everything inside the cage, I wanted to think about it because I don't understand why Mikey became so angry. Now everything is really laid out well and I really like it. The more it is scattered inside the cage, the better, because there the parrot can lay eggs and there will be small birds. I'll run after him soon and call him because he has a new home now. My parrot loved his new home. This is the best cage in our village. Now the bird is very happy because it flies inside and can arrange everything as it wants. But I don't understand what's going on there. It seems Mikey is up to something.
Oh! Bird, attack JJ's cage! Just be careful because he's very dangerous. You need to fly inside and ruin everything there so that his parrot has everything much worse than ours. I can't believe my eyes. How did he manage to close the entrance like that now? You really hurt my parrot.
Huh? Mikey, you're completely crazy. And if you think I'm not going to attack you, then you're very much mistaken.
I don't want to listen to you. I'm going to make a secure fence and no one will get into my cage from outsiders.
If Mikey decided to protect himself like that, then it's his choice. But he still has no idea that I will definitely answer him soon. I have a lot of work to do right now. I'm sure that first you need to collect all the necessary resources that are on the second floor in the chests. To do this, I will now choose what I need because I have a very cool idea. Mikey defended his cage very poorly. Anyone can destroy this fence and get inside, but I'll do it completely differently. I will protect the birdhouse with traps. Huh? That's why I've got everything I need right now, and I think it will be enough. Now I have laser plates in my arsenal. I will protect my parrot from all who will attack him. Lasers will protect you very well in this case. Mikey the parrot will never break through here again. First, I need to make small holes with a shovel. I will install special blocks there, which will then be equipped with laser sensors. So now we need to hurry up. I will completely surround the birdhouse, and it will be almost impossible to get there. Oh, the bird will be very surprised when it wants to fly through the lasers because it definitely won't succeed. This is going to be the best defense I've ever done. But it is very important to look carefully at my feet because if I miss at least one block, then the lasers will definitely turn out to be wrong and will not protect my bird.
Oh! I'm making a big fence around the cage.
I find it very funny to watch the sinks trying to make their own fence, but it turns out to be very bad. I'm trying not to get distracted for now because I still have a lot of things to do, so I'm moving on. Now I'm going up to lay out as many blocks as possible. All I have to do is surround everything at the top and then put sensors on each block. I'm going to start installing lasers now. Does this mean that I will finish building my defense very soon? And you know, even if you compare my appearance with Mikey's, then mine looks a lot safer than his. I also have enough of these lasers, but in any case, if I don't have enough of them, I'll go home and get some more because I remember that I had a couple more in my trunk. Oh, I chose laser protection for you because I think it's a very effective solution because even if you take what Mikey's makes out of, it's a banal tree. He makes it out of a wooden fence, and accordingly I should just set it all on fire. Everything will burn out. So I decided to do something more modern. Safer, of course. It will take much longer, but I will believe in my safety and that nothing will happen to my bird. The only thing they don't think about is a very important point about the roof. But more about that later. Also, in the future, it will be necessary to make some traps. In principle, I already have one option that can be implemented, and it will work 100%. Huh? Well, I've already started arranging the lasers that I was talking about. Instead of the disadvantage that I have to constantly climb up and down because I have a pretty big house and a bird's nest, or because of this, I get lasers so long, but it's okay for the sake of such safety. I'm ready to climb back and forth in order for everything to work, and my bird to be protected, and also not to forget and constantly turn around to see if Mikey has prepared something against me. Well, I think that most likely the birds will be the first to attack him anyway. Let's look at all the shortcomings of my base. Ho-ho! So far, everything is working out for me. How did I forget to say that if it suddenly happens that Mikey's bird does find a place through which to fly in, then it will already need to use its power. Just because I have a diamond sword with which I will try to scare it away so that it does not do anything, I think this is also a point that needed to be discussed. Because any place of construction has its own shortcomings that need to be taken into account and kept informed, so we do not give up and continue to build further. The most important thing is to build this most protected base for birds. But on the one hand, I'm very surprised why he has such a simple defense. I don't even know what he's counting on, because it's very easy to break it. You don't even have to put a lot of effort into breaking everything there. I have just a few lasers left to put on, and in principle, my protection will be ready, and it will already be possible to watch his bird fly through it, so I think it's through the lasers in front, but it can't fly in any way. But I have such a small only jam through which it can fly up because I'm not protected in any way because there is no roof of her house. She can easily fly from there, but nothing in this case. I already said that I have a definite plan.
Woohoo! Yeah, it's obvious from the outside that you've built a very simple defense, and now you can easily defeat it and win.
Oh, she can't fly anywhere.
Come on, I can even see for myself that where she can fly is now, only she will see it and she will definitely fly there, and it turns out that I won!
Oh no! As soon as possible, take the sword and scare her away. As I said, she can fly over the top, and this is a very huge disadvantage. Oh!
Huh? Why are you hitting her? You're going to regret what you did, and there's nothing left of your house.
Oh! Come on, get out of here. Don't stop me from building a defense. I'll win soon anyway. Yes, after all, as I said, I have problems with the roof. I will need to do something, but to protect the roof, I have a very different, more effective option that will definitely work. But for now, I need to set fire to all its protection. Oh! Just look at how well it burns.
Ah! What did you do? I didn't do anything like you. Why are you setting it on fire?
It's okay. It's a little revenge for your bird attacking my house. It's okay. In any case, it'll put everything out. And now the most important thing is to think about what kind of protection I'm gonna do next. But it won't just be protection, it'll be something cooler that you don't even know about. I thought he didn't know either, and he'll be very surprised when it works for him. To begin with, the first thing I'll do is lay out everything that I don't need and have in my inventory, namely unused lasers and other junk. And now the first thing I'll do is put a camera on all four sides. I need them to observe, and so that they notice some object that is approaching close to the base, then my system will be triggered, which will undermine any object that comes close to my birdhouse. Also, the advantage of this system is that it is very powerful. It eliminates it instantly. That is, it does not make any chances they miss. But of course, we will test this later after the fact. Oh, I'm putting cameras on all sides. Of course, I had a much simpler idea. It was that I could simply build up the roof, or for example, make a laser on top so that it could not fly over. There were certain disadvantages that then they could find some other place through which they could fly, so I had to start from the fact that I had a hole there. I do not know where you can fly from, and accordingly, the second time his bird will want you to fly again because it knows that the simplest thing does it from there. Well, that's exactly what my systems that I'm building now will be waiting for. I think they will be very surprised when a rocket arrives at them, and thus the victory will be mine. The most important thing is to do everything carefully so that they don't see me, because if they were sleeping with me, they will be as careful as possible, or they will just find where I put the missiles, and then they will simply be taken away or blown up. And that's it. There will be chances. Also, while there is an opportunity, I will tell you how my system will work. As you can see now, I am burying rockets in different parts, but they must be at my birdhouse. And also before that, I specially installed a camera so that it all works together. And now how it all works, after the camera has detected a target that is very close, a rocket immediately flies into the base, and an explosion occurs accordingly. And it will also work here as soon as the Mikey bird, if it flies near the camera, then one of the 4 missiles that is closer to it immediately flies out, and accordingly, a very large explosion occurs, after which there will be no birds. Respectively, the victory will be mine. Ho-ho! I'm making a great trap. And also, of course, I assume that the possible one is making some kind of trap, but in any case, he will immediately go on the attack, and accordingly, I will have the first opportunity to test my trap, which should generally work 100%, and I also really look forward and want to see Mikey's reaction, how surprised he will be, and not to understand how it happened. By the way, I noticed that they were really busy with something there because he doesn't even look back at me, and in fact, it's very good because now I have enough time to make everything neat so that everything works 100%. But also the way to work, because I have everything thought out and I'm doing fine. Huh? That's right. I'm installing the last rocket, which should work because it's very close, and now I'm at home. Everything is ready. The camera is set for me, basically. Now we're just waiting for them to attack. By the way, I noticed a small flaw. The rocket was sticking out too much, and accordingly it was visible. Now I fixed it, and in principle, you can watch how they will attack me. I really hope that my security system will work and I will win this battle, but of course we'll see. Ho-ho! It's going to be a lot of fun.
Woohoo! You may notice that now my defense has become much stronger. Now it's made of metal. You can't do anything to me, and you can't set it on fire. It's very strong. I see you haven't changed anything, and the roof remains open as it is. So I'm giving my birds dynamite, which will now throw it there, and your whole house will explode, and victory will be mine.
Well, let him fly, but he doesn't even suspect that a rocket is about to arrive.
After Mikey handed the dynamite to the birds, it flew out, but they weren't aware that JJ had a special system that would fire a rocket. The rocket successfully reached the target and blew up Mikey's bird, after which he was very surprised and did not understand how it happened, and it turns out, he lost. And Mikey can't do anything to JJ anymore.
Ho-ho! I don't think you expected me to have such a system that would blow up your bird. All right, my system worked 100%. It found the target very quickly and destroyed it, which means that I was much stronger and the victory remains with me. Ho-ho! I'm JJ, and today Mikey and I had a battle of safe birdhouses in which I won. That's how our wonderful adventure ended.